What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Wynter Essentials. I go by the name of DJ Wynter here with my right-hand man and first lady of the group,
DP.
And we got
ShelbCityy.
How y'all feeling today?
Feeling good.
Feeling great? What are we on? Episode 3?
Episode 3.
So we appreciate y'all for commenting, and subscribing. Continue to do that. Shit, highs and lows. How you feeling, DP?
I'm feeling good. So I could kick it off a high for me. I'm now a dog owner.
Okay.
So that's
Daddy
that's
DP.
Daddy DP is crazy.
the first for me. So
okay,
that'd be a high.
Are you a little nervous?
Yeah, it's nervous, but
Why are you nervous though?
It's a baby, like it's a puppy. When
You
I'm
never had a dog before?
nah, not that I've owned. So this is a first. So it's gonna be a cool journey though.
Shout out to that. What's the name?
I think we're gonna say the name.
Oh, okay. All right.
The name is undecided.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, he really protective, huh?
Yeah.
You don't want-
No, Daddy DP.
Daddy DP, he protecting his child from the public. What did Drake say? I'm not hiding my child. What did he say?
I'm not hiding my kid from the world. I'm hiding the world from my kid.
From my child. So yeah, I
hate
feel
niggas.
it. You and your bag.
sometimes it
Triggered.
be like that. So that's yeah. But a low, what a low. I would say a low would be the amount of unhoused people I've seen on the streets of Los Angeles the last few days. It's a growing, over a few days. Well, it's an ongoing issue, right, for years. But I'm seeing it be a lot more, and I'm just hoping for the best for people to find shelter, out there. So
I don't know where you was going with this. I'm so sorry. People gonna look at my face. I don't know where you was going with it, but okay.
But yeah, love would be seeing so many unhoused people, and I hope that they do find a way, and the city finds a way to help them get housed.
So that would be a low for you.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that. ShelbCityy. Talk to us.
High for me. By the time this episode drops, Lent will be over. But I participated in Lent this year. 40 days, 40 nights, no drugs, no alcohol. So I'm very happy.
Cold
about
turkey,
that.
huh?
Yes,
Cold
yes.
turkey.
I'm very
For the Lord.
Sobriety.
Yeah, for the Lord.
Yeah. So that is a real big high for me. I've seen a lot of improvement just mentally, physically. So I'm very happy about that. That's a high.
Okay.
A low for me, I'm blessed. So not really. I always operate in an attitude of gratitude. So a low might be. Earlier today, the hot water was off in the building.
Ooh, that is a low.
That was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
We don't pay for water, so it's just like,
But
what
still.
happened to the water?
Yeah.
That's an inconvenience.
Yeah, it is a big inconvenience. So that happened earlier today when everybody was trying to, shower and get ready for work. But,
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, right on. For myself, a high would be, we will be having a new addition to the family. You know what I'm saying?
Daddy Derek!
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely a high for me. Yeah, we are over the moon and back. I hope my wife don't kill me for saying that on camera. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just so excited.
Yes.
A low for me would be, damn, having to go to my 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? That's a low for me, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I'm so ready to just be my own boss in all aspects and all phases of my life. I mean, I'm grateful for my job. Don't get me wrong, ShelbCityy, for real. Like, but it is true though. I would be lying. Like, I'll be lying if I said that wasn't a low for me. Like, I am like dreading getting up for work, and I'm just like, damn, like, I don't know what is going on. So I don't know. I feel like I'm a firm believer of when you feel like that is like, that's God, like, you know what I'm saying, preparing you to pivot and move to like greater and better things. You feel me? So I'm just putting, you know what I'm saying, all of that in God's hands and just walking with faith and not sight. Yes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Manifestation, you got it. You gonna make it happen.
Come on, great. You feel me? ShelbCityy. What we got next?
Okay, we got city news.
Oh, coming in hot.
Coming in hot. So today we're gonna just get slightly a little serious. So this year we have a primary election in California coming up on June 2nd. So on June 2nd, we are gonna be voting for a new governor, lieutenant governor, secretary of state, controller, treasurer, attorney general, insurance commissioner, and more. There's a lot of things that are on the ballot this year. So I just want to encourage everybody to get out there and vote. Your vote does matter. Ballots will go out on May 4th. The last day to register to vote will be May 18th. And then early voting starts on May 30th. And the election is June 2nd. Right now, there is a bill on the table that this current administration is trying to pass, which is called the SAVE Act. The SAVE Act wants to not use your registration to allow you to vote, but it's trying to make people provide proof of citizenship when they go to vote. Now, what people are misconstruing is that when you register to vote, that has all your information there. If you are registered to vote and you can vote, that should be enough. Convicted felons cannot vote. I don't know where this misinformation is going from. Immigrants cannot vote. People who are not registered to vote legally cannot vote. So that should be the only way that we are determining people. A lot of people do not have access to a passport or access to a birth certificate. Your ID will not be enough. So I just want to encourage everybody to please just stay aware. Don't allow things to consume you. Stay informed. Don't let things consume you to the point where that you don't participate. If you don't do politics, politics will end up doing you. We all are affected by gas prices.
Say that again.
If you do not do politics, politics will end up doing you. Facts. Gas prices affect all of us. Groceries affect all of us. Global warming affects all of us. Defunding education affects all of us. So I just want to encourage everybody. Also, birthright citizenship is also on the table. This current administration is trying to undo birthright citizenship. So for people who come from immigrant, maybe parents or grandparents, but were born here, a lot of things are being overturned in a way that leads us to a dictatorship. We're already in a dictatorship. So anyway, without getting on my soapbox, everybody, please be prepared to vote in June. Things start at the local level. Yes, we can talk about the current administration and the current president, but everything starts locally.
Facts.
Locally, what's happening in your neighborhood and in your backyard matters. The people that go out and they represent us in Capitol Hill matters. So just please take the time to read your ballots. If anybody knows me personally and needs help with their ballot or breaking down some of that language or breaking down who these candidates are, please hit me up. I have no problem helping us. This is what our ancestors fought for us to have the right to vote. Specifically, black people and black women.
Amen.
Black men were able to vote before black women. So please understand that, know that. That leads us into my next piece of city news, my next topic. Amber Rose wants white people to be able to say the N-word, nigga, without consequences. Now, I used to be a big fan of Amber Rose. I have her book. I used to think she was the bad until she started opening her mouth. So I don't like that. I don't think any other race should be saying the N-word without consequences. I don't think anybody in any it's a touchy subject for me. I think black people can say it. That's fine. It's hard for me to take that word out of my vocabulary. But I don't want to hear anybody else saying it, giving me an excuse as to why they can participate in something that is for us.
Right.
So I just want to open it up to the floor. How do y'all feel about other races saying nigga?
Let me tell you something. She got smoke in the city with you, for real. She got smoke in the city with you. Like, that was like crazy. That. How do I feel about it? You know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I feel like if we don't want other people to say it, we should stop saying it. Like, that's just really how I feel. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know, and it's hard because I dropped the N-bomb. Yeah. Like, I say it so much. You know what I'm saying? It's just a part of my vocabulary. Like, but I know it's not good. And I try not to do it around my daughter. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, what's up, my nigga? You know what I mean? Like, but I remember I was in Mexico for the homie Mike and Amanda's wedding. And one of their friends was saying it. And like in
casual conversation.
Yeah, just casual conversation. And just like, you know what I mean? And then he was just like, I had to tell him to chill. Yeah. You feel me? And then he was just like, but what you gonna do about it? And I really had to tell that nigga, like, I will beat your ass.
Yeah,
you feel
crazy.
me? Yeah, I had to tell that. Well, I had to tell that person.
Like,
my bad.
I'll really turn you upside down.
You feel me? I was just like, I literally told that nigga that. Like, we was in the jacuzzi. It was me, him, Sabrina, and his wife, and all that. And then I really was just like, I think he was drunk though, but I really just said it, and then Sabrina was like, "Oh shit!" Like, you know what I mean? I told the nigga just like that, and then nothing happened. But he stopped saying it for sure.
Good.
You know what I mean? But
because nobody ever told him that you don't need to be saying.
Yes, but I really think that like if we want other races to stop saying it, we have to stop saying it as a whole. We have to lead by example.
Well, exactly. We got to be on the same page because some people in the black community feel like it's okay for Hispanics to say it. Other people is standing on business and like, no, nobody should say it besides those who are black, right?
Right.
So I think we need to get on the same page there and just agree, like, for any outside race not to say it because, and as for Amber Rose, just, have her see Sukihana on Baddies. Sukihana did not like how Gretchen said a nigga.
Oh my God. Damn, she did
Amber
it.
Rose come back to Baddies, Sukihana handler.
Sukihana, they had, let me tell y'all, Sukihana has smoke every time. Gretchen couldn't get a break, nigga. Every single time they saw her, nigga, they tore her ass up.
Yeah.
Nah, like, you know what I'm saying? Look, at the end of the day, I watch it because you know what I'm saying.
You ain't gotta explain nothing to me. Y'all ain't gotta explain nothing.
Everybody, the whole world is watching Zeus Network on Sunday.
Hey, niggas start explaining shit.
The whole world is watching Zeus Network on Sunday.
Hey, but look, I haven't watched it in a while because it just got watered down to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, but Amber Rose just ain't been right since Jocelyn whipped her ass. She attacked. No, wait, she whipped Jocelyn ass, huh?
Well, Jocelyn got her. Jocelyn, the reason why she responded and talking again.
I saw the video.
They handled their shit.
They both handled their own. I'm not gonna lie.
But Amber did.
They gonna have to catch another one.
Yeah, they already settled that.
For sure. No, they both handled their own. I wouldn't give none of them a win on that one. But at the same time, it's just we know too much about our favorite celebrities. Mm-hmm. We know too much.
Social media.
Yeah, and also people feel comfortable exercising their opinions as facts. Mm-hmm. If that is your opinion, that is okay. That is from your experiences. That is from how you've seen the world. Mm-hmm. That is completely fine. However, you don't get to impose your opinions as facts to other people. True. And so it's just and who are you to say that any race get a pass for anything? Who are you? You it don't seem like you support black people at all. So why are you giving anybody a pass to do anything that's black?
Yeah.
Hey, Shelb got them 2 fingers touching right now.
I don't like it. So that was just
2 fingers touching.
That's just something I want to talk about today in City News.
Yes,
man. Music for DP.
Music, man. So
industry.
Man, the music industry, what an industry, right? So, when it comes to record deals, right, we hear all the time about artists signing deals and, later down the line, they figure out they were somehow misled or they felt cheated.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. And now they want to get out of the deal. So we have something I think is probably one of the most extreme cases so far getting out of a deal, that has happened recently with Pooh Shiesty trying to get out of his deal with Gucci Mane. So
please explain.
We gotta kind of slow walk this, right? Please. So
slow walk.
Pooh Shiesty, he recently, is out of the feds, right? So I guess he's coming back home to his deal. I don't know how the conversation went, but whatever it was, Gucci wasn't trying to let him out the deal because he had to kidnap Gucci.
Allegedly.
Well, I think this is all facts now.
We still got to.
Just like Tasha K say, even my name is allegedly.
Yeah,
so you right. All this shit is allegedly. Yes.
Please,
what does kidnapping Gucci Mane get you out of, like, to just be forceful, coercion?
It looks like he kidnapped Gucci Mane to get let out of his record contract. Now, what they're saying is that Gucci has a bodyguard that is also an off-duty police officer.
Okay.
Right? So the off-duty police officer was allegedly there on the scene when the kidnapping and, whatever guns were drawn, all of this happened, took place. So I guess it's his duty as an officer to report, what happened, right? Even though he was off duty. Now, the thing is, they're trying to label Gucci as a snitch, right? For one, because they're saying that Gucci had pointed out Pooh Shiesty as one of the, persons involved in the kidnapping. But, obviously this is some, shit that's beyond the conversation.
At this point.
It had to, turn into what it turned to. So I think when it comes to all of this, right, like, to me, I think this is, like I said, this is one of the most extreme cases to get out of a deal.
Not
but what is y'all opinion on this?
Extreme case, though.
I mean, what is something as extreme as this?
I mean, we saw what NWA did at Priority.
Well, what we see on NWA, how
hell yeah,
Ice Cube went up there and just I mean, true.
That's vandalism.
Yeah,
but that wasn't no kidnapping.
That wasn't no kidnapping. How long was Gucci kidnapped for, y'all?
I think it looked like on camera it was only like about 5 minutes. It didn't look like he was kidnapped for like.
It didn't look like he got in the car and they took him. And they took him to another
they didn't
location.
take him to no other location.
I don't know, but I guess other people who were involved too. Whatever they robbed from Gucci, they also were showing those items on the internet, which got the FBI involved. And, that's when they were able to figure out who was involved. Now, another side of this is, we do see Gucci prior artists have passed away, unfortunately, who was signed to him. We have artists such as Enchanting, right? We have artists such as, I believe her name was Scar. What was what it was another guy, or was that a guy? It was, he was one of the popular artists like in the pandemic. I can't think of his name.
Still in the streets.
You talking about like Lil Keed? No, he's
Lil Keed is with White
Cell. But he died.
This
right?
was
rest in peace.
This was another artist where he was. But
my point in saying that, though, were these people in the streets while they were signed?
I mean,
they were signed to Gucci,
probably, but they were all signed to Gucci.
Damn.
And so it's another side of that too. Of what if he felt like shit? The only way I'm gonna get out is this nigga might try to kill me. I don't know. So it's a lot to unpack there.
Yeah, it's a lot to unpack. You know what I mean?
I have so many questions. It is a lot to unpack.
What you got?
But if someone is still signed, there's a layer to that. Being signed to a record label is different than being signed to another artist.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Mm-hmm.
But then also, if you are signed to anybody and you are still in the streets, how much of that does that fall on who you're signed to? Gucci is no longer in the streets. So if he has an artist who's still in the streets and they fall victim to street politics, how much is that on that person who has signed them who is not in the streets anymore?
So are you saying that Shiesty's in the streets?
No, I'm not saying he just got home from the feds and he want out of his deal. We don't know the conversations that they had prior or him trying to get out of his deal.
Right.
But what would have kidnapping that nigga do to get you out of that deal?
What you mean? Getting it back in blood? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
that's exactly what Shiesty is doing,
yeah,
right?
He
about his song.
He about his song. Like, that nigga really letting us know he walking his truth and he talking his truth.
But I want to circle it back to what you just said, ShelbCityy, about the streets and, just the code, right? And, we seen before, like, will they hold Gucci to the same standard as they held Gunna? Right? Will Gucci be labeled a snitch, or will it be excuses for him because he's older, or because people are giving him excuses like you just did about
I think they would
not being in that life anymore?
But you know what? I think he is gonna get excuses just because like nigga, everybody know that Gucci, got a body.
We know that Gucci
got a body and he really like that. So like niggas is going, you feel me?
If someone kidnapped, I'm telling these niggas tried to kill me.
But
is
Gucci, or you're saying that it's okay for Gucci to tell?
It's okay for anybody to tell.
I'm talking about niggas involved in the streets.
No, it's not okay for Gucci to tell.
Is it okay for Gucci to tell?
It's not okay for Gucci to tell, but if Gucci's a changed man, as he said he is,
he's out the
rather than, and maybe he got real love for Shiesty and like, nigga, I ain't even trying to do that to you. You know what I'm saying? I can really do that to you.
We don't know the conversations that led up to him
so it's like, I don't know,
so.
because Shiesty I didn't even know Shiesty was signed to Gucci. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I mean,
Shiesty is a hell of a nigga to have signed.
Yeah, it makes sense though.
Yeah, it does. It really does. But he got
so where they could
FDO,
not work anything out.
Hell no, because you got to think about it though. If that's Gucci's artist,
locked up at least what? Shiesty was locked up at least what 2-3 years.
Yeah, but he got a song. Nigga, his first song went platinum already.
Wow.
FDO.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So like, you got to think about that, nigga. Gucci is like, why would I release you when you one of the hottest? You got the hottest record in the world right now, nigga. You about to have an album that's probably gonna go platinum as well. Why would I release you from contract? Make that make sense from a business standpoint. Now, however, the way Pooh Shiesty's going about it, it's like, he must have tried. He had to try to have a conversation with this nigga, and he just didn't. So. I think he probably had to try. Yeah, I think he probably had like 3 or 4 conversations, or maybe Gucci was just playing with the nigga like he didn't know Shiesty was like that. Maybe Shiesty's letting him know like, nigga, I'm like that. Like everything Gucci, I rap about, I really do.
To be sober.
You feel me?
Coming out the feds. I would hope Shiesty is sober. I would hope that they would have a sober man-to-man conversation on business before it got to a point where a nigga pulled up on me and put a bag over my head and threw me in the car.
But yo,
to try and kill me.
You gotta talk. But we gotta remember this though. We gotta remember this though. These conversations.
Where was Keisha
Kayora? Was she around during the kidnapping?
Nah, she was at home.
But what did the bodyguard do?
Yeah, I don't know. But my thing is this, though. You got to remember, though, Shelb, you want these niggas to have a civil conversation, right? But we're talking about 2 street niggas, and they're basically negotiating millions of dollars. Somebody not going to be happy. Somebody going to feel played with.
Nigga no more, I thought, though.
That's what I'm saying.
Either he is or he is.
Man, look, at the end of the day, it's like you could take the nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out the nigga.
Facts, but what was Pooh Shiesty doing in jail? Did he reform himself at all? Did he learn anything?
Hell no, nigga. He told us in his first day out.
I mean,
on the record,
look like he back on some bullshit.
He back on his shit. But we gotta remember, Shiesty is from Memphis.
Yeah.
Them niggas is different. Them niggas is different, bruh. That's a different breed. Like, you feel me? Them niggas don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, no. So we're saying, so y'all are saying, well, I know Derek is saying Gucci shouldn't have snitched. I'ma say, I'm telling. If I was Gucci, I'm telling. DP, what you saying?
I mean, I just feel like what Gunna went through, like everybody have to stay consistent, right? I remember even when Cowboy went to the Sudan, it was some shit about that, right? Because he's supposed to be a street nigga, but he felt like his obligation was to Nip and, for him to go to the stand, whatever. So it's like we can't bend the rules when it, fits your situation.
But my nigga,
we have to be fair to everyone.
No, it's different though. But you can't compare this Gucci and Gunna shit though, bro, because like I said, Gunna was portraying to have street ethics, right? He was portraying to be that nigga, to be cool. Like he was just around niggas to be
rap
cool.
About that too,
Gucci is really like that. We know that. That's a fact. We saw how the nigga pulled up. We saw how the nigga pulled up.
You're saying it's worse if Gucci snitch, right?
Derek's saying he shouldn't have said nothing.
He shouldn't have said nothing at all. But you're trying to say that niggas should give Gunna grace because of this Gucci shit. Like,
no, I'm just saying niggas should keep the same energy. It got to be consistent across the board.
Keeping the same energy. I'm saying I don't think
so. You think Gunna snitch and you think Gucci a snitch? You keeping it at that?
Exactly. But the only difference about it, is just the fact that
one is a street nigga, one is not.
Exactly. We really know on paper, nigga, documented, nigga, that one is a street nigga.
But I think that's what DP is saying. Regardless, street nigga or not, are we?
Yeah.
It's snitching, just snitching.
Mm-hmm.
I guess,
to me, if you are not in the streets no more, regardless, if you perpetrated like you was in the streets, if they knew, even 21 said that. 21 said that in a phone recording. Y'all knew Gunna wasn't like that. So if the nigga had to say what he had to say, and y'all gave him the okay to say it so he can get a lesser sentence, why are y'all mad at him?
But see, them niggas knew that, but the masses didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's the difference. You get what I'm saying? So the way he was portraying shit, you know what I mean? Just, I don't know, but I'm a Gunna fan, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
at the end of the day,
sure,
the nigga makes fantastic music.
Come on the show.
I want no smoke, you know what I'm saying? I used to say what I said about the nigga in the past, but like at the end of the day,
the fans don't give a fuck.
So
I don't give a fuck.
What do
you
think would have been the alternative if Gucci did not say nothing? Would you respect Gucci more if Gucci?
Well, they saying even if
dust
Gucci
off the tool and handled it differently if he just didn't say nothing.
Dust off the tool.
So the narrative is if Gucci didn't say nothing, his bodyguard had a duty to say something.
Report. So somebody was going to say something.
So by oath, he had to say something, huh?
Okay.
Well,
but did he help? Did he act? Like, what did the bodyguard do?
I don't know. I guess those are just questions.
Y'all are saying he was in the car for 5 minutes, so apparently the heist didn't go down for real.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he kidnapped him that long, but I think he just tried. I think Gucci Man really played with him on some shit and was just like, nigga, you ain't gonna do nothing. I think Shiesty was like, I think it was like a man thing.
Yeah,
like, it's like a nigga trying to like.
He just had to show him something. I don't know.
Exactly. It seems like, hold on, nigga, like, don't play with me, nigga. I'm like that. Same way you like that, I'm like that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, but this shit, I mean, the feds picked it up, so.
Man, and Shiesty for
sure.
sure.
Going back to jail.
Oh, for sure.
That's what I'm saying. So
and I don't wish that on nobody, but.
You just came back home.
Yeah.
Why are you risking any of that? I get it from a business standpoint. Everybody needs to put on their business hat and figure it out. But at the end of the day, going as far as kidnapping a nigga is wild.
I'm gonna tell you some shit. If a nigga owe me some chili and we having some bread, yeah.
Shit on?
Oh, what? Pulling up. Yeah, off top. Like, you know what I'm saying? If it's like, it's just, that's what I'm saying. It had to be, Gucci had to play with that nigga.
Yeah, and I mean, it had to be something like, you know.
Where it's just like, because I just don't see a nigga just getting out the feds.
Maybe he's seen
going to do some shit like
how
that.
much money he was, you know, or how his records was doing while he was out.
It's
and
some
he was
deep
trying
shit.
he was seeing his residuals wasn't, you know, I don't know. It could be a lot, but that's why it's important to read your contracts.
Exactly.
You know, before you really go for it. And, you know.
So you saying Gucci shouldn't have said nothing and let the bodyguard do the report, and then that would have cleared Gucci or whatever, so all the heat would go on for the bodyguard? Or what you saying? What you saying he should have did?
I think.
What would have been appropriate?
I think Gucci should have handled it, just left it in the streets. If you're going to be a street nigga, I think you just got to, and that's some shit like that happened to you, you got to just keep it in the streets.
But he's not like that.
Yeah, it's a lot of factors with it.
You know what I mean? It's just a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like, I just feel like going to the feds is like, I don't know. That's really bad for Shiesty. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, shouldn't have did it. But I'm just saying that's really bad. So it's like, you know how much, like, if Gucci did snitch allegedly, you know, it's like, damn. Rather than just getting this nigga out of his contract, you gonna send this nigga right back to the feds and continue to make money.
He had no choice. He was
kidnapped.
This shit is crazy, man.
Y'all get what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but he's not sending the nigga to jail. The nigga did something regardless. So if Gucci didn't say nothing and it was the bodyguard officer off duty's obligation to report it, and it would have came from him. Yeah. People got to understand your consequences, like your decisions have consequences. There are good consequences and there are bad consequences for every decision.
Yeah.
No, I feel you, but that's what I'm saying. You know how mad you got to be to want to do some shit like that after you just did like 3 years in jail? That's what I'm saying. Gucci must have said some shit.
I don't know, man. Like, you know we got to watch the case.
You said something
closely.
Yeah. They give that nigga his percentage.
You feel me? Like, you got to be, that nigga had to be furious, bro. Like, Jesus. You know what I mean?
We'll see.
We'll see. Let us know in the comments how y'all feel about it. Like, should we still have that same energy that we have for Gunna, for Gucci? Talk to us. We talk back. Yeah. Okay, y'all. We got Who Got It On.
Yeah.
And we got one of my favorite just personalities, rappers, all that on here. You know what I mean? We got Boosie Badass, Courtside Fit. Boosie be having that shit on, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? That nigga might pop out with the mink, you know what I mean? Leather coat. He for sure gonna have some shades on, you know what I mean? And don't let Swag Surf come on, because that nigga is swagging and surfing with the crowd. Have y'all seen his courtside antics?
I've seen a little bit of them.
Aren't they hilarious?
Yes. No, Boosie just is a naturally funny nigga. Just naturally, he funny.
He little, he funny is funny.
Sorry, Boosie, come on the show.
Yeah, Boosie talk to
Louisiana.
us. Man, for real, man. But I gotta give Boosie a dub for his fits. You know what I'm saying? I'm wondering if he has a stylist or if he's putting that shit on with his own eye. Like, I would be impressed if he's doing that himself. What you got for him, DP?
You know, I think Boosie is his fits would be cool. You know, to me, it ain't nothing like that's too crazy. You know, but yeah, man. You know, Boosie, I think he's like, you know, he's more of a personality.
Yeah, he's not no fashion person, but like, so what you giving him then? What you giving you? It don't sound like DP giving him a dub. It sound like you giving.
DP saying
it's a dub if it fits you. It works for Boosie.
It works for him. I give him his.
So it's not like some shit that you'll wear. You ain't wearing a mink.
I mean, I think it worked for him, and I think Boosie. Yeah, you know, I don't know what to say about Boosie, but yeah, you know, his fits be cool.
Hey, so man, let us know in the comments how y'all feel about Boosie badass courtside fits. I'm giving him a dub. Shelp, you giving him?
I give him a dub.
You give him a dub. DP's giving him grace. He's giving him grace.
G for grace.
G for grace. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we all have seen Tiger Woods, you know what I'm saying, was recently arrested for a DUI in Florida. What part of Florida was that? Jupiter Island, Florida. I don't even know what that is. Where is that at?
I think Jupiter is either at the very, very top or the very, very bottom. There was a season of American Horror Story that took place in Jupiter.
That's crazy. So this is his second DUI arrest since 2017.
That we know of.
That we know of. Yeah, that we know of.
High off his ass.
Yeah.
So how do y'all feel like this is going to like ultimately like impact his legacy? Like, are we going to remember Tiger for what he did on the green? Or are we going to remember Tiger for what he did behind the wheel?
He is never too much on Tiger Woods. So I think he has a great legacy. I mean, everybody falls short. You know,
he's falling short so
that
many times. That nigga tripped and fallen short.
Let me tell you something. That nigga playing with
I'm not trying
grace
to
and God. Like,
but you know, Tiger, he's been through a lot, right? You know, and I think he's overcame a lot. You know, it's not right for anybody to do a DUI, but you know, I fuck with Tiger Woods, so I don't have too much bad to say.
I mean, I think to be honest with you, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like you know, we all make mistakes and shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like a DUI is just driving under the influence is just selfish when you got that type of money.
Yes.
Right? You have like Tiger Woods, bro. Just hire a driver, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't need to drive.
If you're not going to quit your habits, if you're not going to give up your vices.
You're a billionaire, bro.
Yeah, then you need to invest in
a full-time driver. Yes. So it's like, what are we doing? You know what I mean? Because it's like, bro, you not only are you putting your life at risk.
Driving service.
You feel me? Like, you're putting other people's lives at risk. Like, nigga, you could easily kill someone, bro. Kill yourself.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's just like, I don't know, like.
I think it's going more deeper into psychological. Like, obviously, there's a habit, an addiction, a vice. There's something going on mentally that he cannot kick.
I know, but my thing is this is just like, but when did it go bad for Tiger? You know what I mean? It's just like, nigga, you are a billionaire, bro. Like, when niggas think golf, black golf, first person you think of is Tiger Woods.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's just like, bro, you are a pioneer within the culture. It's like, come on, bro. Like, at the end of the day, I know you're human, right? And you all go through your problems and we all cope with our problems differently. But it's like, bro, go get help.
When he
yeah, I think he was, he was like 20. He was like in his 20s.
Okay, in the league for a minute.
Okay, how do y'all feel about the exposure that young black athletes get? So from my understanding, when you're a young black athlete, you get an agent, you get a manager. Usually these people are of another race. Mm-hmm. The exposure that they give them, exposing them to drugs, sex, alcohol, because they have so much money. The exposure that they get at such a young age, that's a tale as old as time. So it's like, was Tiger exposed very young to these things while still getting money, while still getting praise for his talents?
That's deep.
Yeah, you know.
So that you don't have nobody telling you, hey, don't do that coke tonight.
Yeah, this is
don't pop that pill tonight. Don't pop that pill tonight.
We went there because this made me think about Lamar Odom. You know, I just watched this documentary.
You know, we get it. Please let us rest.
Damn,
Lamar, man. Shout out to Lamar. That's an LA legend.
Athletes that get, you know, these contracts so young and, you know, they get into, you know, the life. Like, you know, it does take a huge toll on them. But it's not just about the sports anymore. It's about, you know, what else comes with that fame, you know, Hollywood in general.
But I also think, too, it's about the person, bro. Because then you got niggas like LeBron James, who's always kept the main thing, never been caught up in nothing. He just kept it
under wraps.
And you got, facts. You know? I mean, but you even seen the time where, you know, allegedly, but we all saw the video, Bronny had the blunt to his lip. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he just was honest about it. He's a teenager. He gonna make teenage mistakes. Like, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm gonna just coach my son on how to move. You know what I mean? And I respected him for that. Like, so I don't know. Like
we don't know LeBron to have a habit. We don't know LeBron to have a habit.
Yeah, exactly. But besides playing basketball. Right? Yeah. So whoever was his mentor at a younger, his mama did a fantastic job. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? She shout out to Gloria, you know?
It starts in the home.
It do start in the home. You feel me? But to answer your question, I don't know. Like, I just feel like there's just too many resources just to become like, a
delinquent.
Yeah, it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand like popping a pill every now and then, you know what I mean? But like, damn, like when you behind the wheel, like life is that bad?
Yeah. So was it drinking and driving, or was he under the influence of something else?
Yeah, so liquor they detected different substances for this specific DUI. The first one that we know about was alcohol, and I honestly don't think this is the first or the second that these are the ones that we're hearing about. But in his system, they did say that there was like a mixture. They call it a cocktail. That it was a mixture of drugs and alcohol.
Yeah, that nigga was on some shit. But, we just got to keep Tiger in our prayers, man. Absolutely. Uplifted and all that, man. And we just hope you bounce back, get the help that you need, and hire a driver, bro. Yeah. Have your fun with, you know what I'm saying, not behind the wheel. Right. Next, you know what I'm saying, Bronny James. Have y'all been watching? I know we talk about the Lakers every week because I'm a diehard Laker fan, obviously. But his newfound enjoyment on the court is really
he's back on the Lakers?
Well, he's never left.
Explain it to me like I'm 5.
Well, he was playing in the G League.
He was but he was always on the team, but he was on the G League. But then
you can be on the G League.
Yeah, you can have a professional team? You can have a 2-way contract.
News to me.
Yeah, so Bronny's on a 2-way contract where he's available to the G League and to the actual active roster. Okay. So he's been getting PT recently, like playing time, you know what I'm saying? In the real games, not the G League games. Well, both, right? G League.
He had his first debut game in the league.
Yes.
They were like, hey, he's not really ready. Let's keep him on the team, but he gonna go to the G League.
Yeah, and I think niggas also have to just give Bronny grace because the nigga did, you know what I'm saying, suffer from cardiac arrest. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yes, so it's like, so he had to build up his endurance, learn how to play again. I'm sure he's on like being monitored with like, he might even be on medication. We don't know.
Okay.
Right? But it just looks like he found his joy again. Playing basketball, and you can see it because he's like creating his own identity. He's not trying to be his dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's just being the best version of himself. Like, you know what I mean? And
how's he doing?
He's doing fantastic. Okay. The nigga, I think in the G League, he in a key game in the G League, he put up like 29. That nigga hit like 5 or like he went like 5 for 9 from 3-point.
Okay.
From the 3-point line. And then in this last game or a couple of the games, like, he been catching lobs. I mean, getting, you know what I'm saying, catching passes from his daddy. Like, they just, I don't know, man.
So they playing together.
Yeah, they playing together, my nigga. Like they looking happy,
I love that.
Yeah. So I'm just really happy for Bronny. You know what I'm saying? He even shared how him and LeBron played 1-on-1 when LeBron was with the Miami Heat. And he beat his dad in 1-on-1, which led to LeBron breaking the backboard. Wow. You know what I mean? Okay. It just seems like he's just in a really good space, man. And I just hope he stays there and just continue to try to like not be his dad and just create his own narrative. I think he has a place in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice.
What's next, ShelbCityy?
Well, what's next? Showchella. So we know Coachella is coming back to Indio, to the desert. We are not going to Coachella. We are going to have ShelbCityy. Housechella. We're watching Coachella. We got Coachella at home. Okay,
yeah.
So that's
Coachella at the crib.
Exactly. I'm very excited just to host everybody and watch some Coachella performances. We're going to come back and give y'all our honest critiques and opinions about Coachella. So that's what's next for me.
Okay, DP, what's next for you?
I'm looking forward to the song of the summer. Niggas ain't really put out no heat yet. R&B is really making the moves. So yeah, I'm trying to see what's going to be the song of the summer this year.
I have a question. What artist are you hoping it's from?
I don't really have a specific artist I want it to be from. I just want the shit to be a banger. Like, let shit go up. Let's get, that shit going. Like,
you don't care who it come from.
Yeah, we 10 years, like I said before, off of Summer 16. So that was a great summer for a lot of people.
I'll tell y'all, who I would want a banger from?
Who?
I want a banger from the Cuzzos. Like, I want some
I
want some like LA, like, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like ratchet shit, and I feel like they definitely would deliver, and I hope they deliver. So Cuzzos, please drop some heat. The city, we need you. What's next for me? It is Aries season. You know what I'm saying? My baby girl. Yeah. Kicked it off April 1st. Happy B-Day, Harpy Harp. I'm April 12th, And I'm just trying to figure out what I'm gonna do for my birthday. Like I don't even know. But
ShelbCityy.
Oh yeah, ShelbCityy. I'm in the building. You feel me?
Facts.
Are you gonna have a drink called ShelbCityy?
I'm not gonna have a drink, but we gonna have food and we gonna have alcohol. No specific drinks.
You ain't gonna make. I feel like you should make a special ShelbCityy cocktail.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is green.
Okay, you know, me too.
Money.
Yeah, that's your favorite color
That's
too?
a Scorpio thing.
Hell
that
yeah.
is funny.
Hell yeah.
Y'all Scorpios.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bet.
All right, y'all. So before we get out of here, I want everybody to go and download the official Wynter Essentials playlist exclusively on Apple Music. We update this playlist every week with some of our favorite songs or what we're listening to right now. You're going to catch a little bit of old, a little bit of new. So I really want y'all to go ahead and click download on that Wynter Essentials playlist.
Yes, sir.
And we're out of here.
Yes.
Stay cold, y'all.
Talk to y'all next week.